Hello, you magnificent lotus flower. We have an amazing topic here today in this episode. We are going to talk about Buddhism. I'm not a religious leader. I'm not a guru. I'm not trying to convert you to join my cult. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to give you some weird voodoo technique or anything. I am just a guy who was an atheist their whole life and then who found Buddhism. And now he's the happiest he's ever been. Even though I'm not a Buddhist, I think the main teachings of Buddhism can make anyone really, really happy and to live the best life they can. So after telling you my story, we will go through the 4 noble truths of Buddhism. I used to be an atheist my whole life. I had these screaming matches with people, my family, my friends about God not being real. And the reason I did not like religion is it was really constraining for me. I did not like that people were telling me what to do. I did not like that people were trying to tell me what to believe. This was my problem with the school system as well. I just wanted to follow my own heart and my own path. And I felt that Christianity, which is the main religion in Hungary, where I'm from, was really not my thing. The thing that changed my life was after losing 42 kilos and quitting social media and quitting alcohol and quitting all these bad habits and starting on my self-improvement journey, I realized that my mind became much clearer. And there was all this space, all this calmness in my brain. So what happens, I think, when someone clears their mind is you start to look inwards. You start to observe yourself, your emotions much better. I also started going to therapy, and I just became this person who was always analyzing themselves, what they were feeling. I was trying to make myself better all the time. I also started meditation just really briefly. And then as I was reading more and more and researching more and more about my life and philosophy and things about in life, I came across Buddhism. And when I read the basic teachings and principles of Buddhism, I'm like, wow, this is actually the thing that I was thinking about. I kind of realized the same things as Buddhism says without actually knowing what Buddhism was. I've never heard about it. I obviously heard the word, but I thought it was just like this voodoo practice from like Asia. I did not know what it was. And I started to read upon it, and I realized that even though Buddhism is considered a religion, it's not really a religion. It is just basic life principles and mindset. So rather than seeing it as a religion I have to follow, this is more like a guideline for me, a set of values I try to follow. I will now read through the 4 noble truths of Buddhism. Okay, then there are quotes. These quotes are from the Buddha himself. These were written in Sanskrit, but they were translated into English. Okay, so I will read them through and then we will analyze what it means. The first noble truth is the truth of suffering. Birth is suffering. Aging is suffering. Illness is suffering. Death is suffering. Association with the unloved is suffering. Separation from the loved is suffering. Not getting what one wants is suffering. In short, the 5 aggregates of clinging are suffering. The first noble truth says that suffering and pain are a basic part of our life, and we cannot do anything about it. Sickness, old age, death, dissatisfaction are inevitable. They will happen no matter what. So rather than trying to change this, we have to accept that this exists. One thing I've realized about myself is I will die and I'm a mortal being. And this is also a part of accepting suffering and accepting pain. If you do that, and if you accept that you will suffer, you will endure pain no matter what, then you are not trying to change it, you are trying to accept it. Let's go to the second noble truth, which is the truth of the origin of suffering. It is this craving which leads to renewed existence, accompanied by delight and lust. Seeking delight here and there is craving for sensual pleasures, craving for existence, and craving for non-existence. According to the second noble truth, suffering comes from desire, that we want things to be different. We crave pleasure, we resist pain, and we cling to things and to people that we cannot keep, we cannot let go. This is the origin, this is the reason of suffering. A great example for this is when I was a child, I was really waiting for Christmas because I would get a lot of fancy new stuff. For example, I would get the latest iPhone. I was really happy leading up to Christmas. Then I got the new iPhone. I was happy with the new iPhone for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then I got bored. I wanted something new. This constant desire, this constant wanting new things, it is what makes us unhappy. This is why getting a promotion will not make you happy in a long term. This is why buying a fancy car will not make you happy. This is why buying a new house will not make you happy. Because these are only temporary things. Because you will always want something new. Until desire is there, you will suffer. The third noble truth is the truth of the end of suffering. The complete fading away and cessation of that very craving, it's abandoning, relinquishing, releasing and letting go. This is the cessation of suffering. So the third noble truth says that desire is the origin of suffering, and if we let go of this desire, we can finally be happy. And the fourth noble truth, the truth of the path to the cessation of suffering. It is this noble eightfold path, namely, right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration that leads to the cessation of suffering. So the Buddha says that there is this eightfold path that we can follow on a daily basis to let go of desire and let go of suffering. So the first thing is right view. We have to accept that life is suffering. It is what it is. It is the part of life. So we shouldn't resist it. We should just embrace it and see it as a part of life, okay? Right intention. For example, choosing to forgive someone rather than staying mad at them. Because in this way, you can have the right intention of love, okay? And helping others without expecting anything in return is also the right intention that we need. Right speech. This is the third one. Don't gossip, don't lie, don't insult, don't hurt others verbally. Be kind and only speak when it has value. So speak constructively. The fourth one is right action. Don't steal, don't cheat, and treat others ethically. Treat others in a way that you want to be treated as well. And treat someone in a way that does not harm them. Right livelihood. This is a bit different. Choose a career that doesn't exploit others, rather it helps them. Okay, so Buddhism says that don't work in industries that harm others, for example, the arms trade, so weapons. Sixth is right effort. Don't procrastinate, act. We will talk about this in a second. Replace thinking about doing something with daily action. This is really important. Exercise and practice, and if you want to do something, start today. Right mindfulness, this is the seventh one. Just be present. Focus on the thing that you are doing right now in this moment. When you are eating, eat. When you are talking to someone, only talk to someone. Be aware of your surroundings and your body and just stay in the present moment. This is the seventh thing, and the eighth is right concentration. This is the practice of meditation, basically. If you don't know what meditation is, I made a separate video about that. It's essentially sitting down and listening to your own breath for a couple of minutes. Just focusing on your breath in and out. This is meditation. This helps you to stay in the present moment and let things go. Okay, we went through the Noble Eightfold Path. So how did it change my life actually? The biggest realization for me reading Buddhism is that I'm going to die. Me dying is something I cannot avoid and I have to accept it. And this gave me another realization that if I die, no matter what, that I might as well just start doing the things that I actually wanted, because I will die one day and I will regret the things that I did not do. A thing that a lot of people ask me, and this was the thing that I was not sure about as well myself, is that how can I let go of desire and how can I let go of wanting things, because Buddhism says to do so, and also have goals and also wanting to have a better life, to progress in life. And it says here in the Noble Eightfold Path that you focus on action instead of thinking. So you focus on daily action. Let's just say you want to start your business. Instead of ruminating on it, you actually start doing it. What is the thing that I can start doing right now? Daily effort. If you want to build a six-pack or if you want to build muscles, then you go to the gym every single day. This is in this way, you get out of your head of thinking and wanting something you cannot have at the moment, rather than you stay in the present moment and you make conscious action to make this happen. This was a huge realization for me that if I want to change my future, I have to start it now. Because this is also a great thing. Future doesn't exist. It's not real. You cannot predict the future. No one can. And besides, the future you have in your mind, the future I have in my mind is probably really different. Okay? So we can argue about the future. Only way to actually predict the future is to start doing things now. Okay? So, for example, if I want to be a YouTuber, what can I do? I can sit at home thinking about it, overthinking, not doing anything. Or I can actually sit down and start recording videos. This is a way of predicting the future. And also, not clinging to the past. Not clinging to things that are not here anymore. I was always the person who was going back in my mind all the time, all the stupid shit I did in the past, all the stupid things I said. You know when a past moment pops into your brain of something stupid that you said in the past? I did that all the time. The practice of meditation helps you to let this go. Let go of the things you cannot control. Let go of the things that are not affecting your life anymore and just focus on the present. How do I feel now? What do I want to do right now at this very moment? And how can I live a life full of love, kindness, and compassion? And this is it. Buddhism also says that if you want to be happy, then empty your mind and don't have any thoughts. And this is a conversation I had with my friend recently, and he asked me like, does this mean that I won't think and I won't have any thoughts? And this is the big thing. Like, you have to realize that you are not your thoughts. You are not your body. You are not your emotions. You are not your feelings. What you are is a constant consciousness. You have this ego. All of the thoughts, all of the feelings, all of the fears, all of the limiting beliefs, they come from this ego. But this is not you. You are the space behind the ego. You are this consciousness. What this consciousness does, it just lives in the present and it observes. Buddhism teaches you to step from being the person who is experiencing all this, the thoughts, the feelings, who is in the storm. You step out from that and you become the observer. You become someone like if people were watching your life on a camera, like on a Truman Show. You are watching yourself from the outside. You are observing your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And you ask yourself like, why do I do this? Why did I feel like this? Why did I have that need at that very moment to eat a cookie? Because I was feeling bad? Because I was feeling wrong? Having this consciousness all the time is key for you to understand yourself. But numbing ourselves with social media and all this stuff, alcohol, drugs, cigarettes, everything, this is just numbing your brain and it's not letting you to be conscious. I was the person who was scrolling endlessly and drinking every Friday and Saturday night, but when I stopped this, I actually had the chance to go deeper into my emotions, to feel what I actually feel, because these deep emotions want to come out for a reason. They are there to show you the way. They are there to show you that you have some pain inside that you have to face. Okay? But you cannot do that if you are always chasing momentary pleasure and pushing this down. You have to let this out. Okay? This state of conscious existence, of, I wouldn't say analytical, because you are not forming judgment, you are just observing, like a child, like, look at that, so interesting. But instead of looking at the external world, you do the same thing with yourself. When an idea comes, when a thought comes, rather than getting attached to it and getting lost in it, you are like, why do I feel like this? I wanted this guy to die now because he cut in front of me with his car. Why do I have this fear? Why do I have this pain? Why do I have this anger in myself? I now felt bad and I reached for that cookie to feel myself better. Why did I feel bad in this moment where I would have every chance to be happy? So why is it actually good in the real life and in the everyday life? You will get detached from all the shit, all the fears, all the pains, all the everything. And I'm not saying that I do this. I'm not saying I'm this enlightened being who is in the present moment all the time. I have a lot of fears as well. I have a lot of anger as well. I'm not perfect at all. Trust me. But I make conscious effort to train my mind and to train my brain to focus and to be in the present moment and to let go everything that it's controlling my mind, the fears, the judgment, anything. Sometimes I even catch myself in the act that I cannot do that. And then I'm conscious like, why did I have this idea in my brain now? What I also do is I do meditation. I talk about meditation endlessly. You should just try and do it. See how you like it. Sit down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes each day. By the way, download Medito. There is this application Medito. You can start meditation with that. And also, I've made a meditation audio guide myself if you want to listen to my beautiful booming voice. I hope I could give you some insight on Buddhism. And I hope I could give you some interesting ideas. Again, if this is too much for you, if you don't like this sort of stuff, that's completely okay. But if you have just taken one thing from what I said, that's also good because now you have learned something and now you are becoming a better person. So thank you. Thank you for listening to this video about Buddhism and see you in the next episode. Ciao.